This has been news that we've been anticipating all day. According to Pete, sources say the Big Ten is expected to discipline Michigan for the in-person scouting and ongoing sign stealing investigation and will prohibit Jim Harbaugh from being on the sideline until the conclusion of the regular season. He will be allowed to coach during the week. And he joins us now live, ESPN senior college football writer Pete Thamel, breaking and confirming the news as he joins us from Athens, Georgia. Pete, what more can you tell us about the suspension?
Well, Hannah, I think there's a few things moving forward here. One is that the Big Ten's decision today was not one that it took lightly. They've just tweeted out some reasoning in the last few minutes, and I think this passage is important. Enforcing the sportsmanship policy with appropriate discipline this season, in light of the university's established violations this season, is thus of the utmost importance to protect the reputation of the conference and its member institutions. So basically, the Big Ten is saying there was enough evidence that they received from the NCAA that disrupted competition during this year amid Michigan's alleged illicit sign-stealing scheme that they felt the need to punish Michigan this season. So Jim Harbaugh will not be on the sideline for the next 3 games unless the second part of this comes, Hannah, and there is some sort of legal injunction in the next 20 hours before they kick off against Penn State on Saturday.
Right, and given that this is a holiday and the legalities involved, what's the potential here for Michigan to respond?
Well, all week, and again, this story just broke 10 minutes ago, but all week Michigan had indicated, and lawyers around Michigan had indicated, that they would fight a ruling against Jim Harbaugh like this. And the steps that would take place if they did indeed do that would be to attempt to get a temporary restraining order, a TRO, as they call it in legalese. They are able to do that, at least get a hearing for it, on Veterans Day, even though the courts are closed. They're expected to go to the Washtenaw, I believe, I may be mispronouncing that, county court, state Circuit Courthouse in Ann Arbor. That's the expected venue. Nebraska actually sued the Big Ten. 8 players did in 2020 when they canceled the season. They went to a local court as well, so that may be instructive for the plan of how Michigan moves forward in this. But yeah, there's still, this is obviously huge news, Hannah, but there still could be more huge news because it's unknown whether Jim Harbaugh will be on that sideline in State College, and that's going to ultimately be determined by a judge.
We did see a little while ago he did board that bus with his team to begin that journey. So we don't know at what point we will have any further news on this. We'll keep it posted with you. Penn State, then that's followed by a game at Maryland. And, of course, OSU is at Ann Arbor at the end of the season. Pete Thamel, thank you.